Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another beer from Lion's Tail Brewing. This is Maple Spice Amber Lager. And we have done a beer from Lion's Tail before. It was Dark Helmet Schwarzbier. If you've never seen Spaceballs, you wouldn't get the joke. This one has Pilsner, Vienna, and Munich hops, specialty Wisconsin maple syrup and cardamom, inspiration from a one-time firkin to a full batch. And the flavors: caramel, maple, spiced, malty, smooth, and sweet. That's the characteristics, basically. So it started out as a small idea. They liked it, and they made it into this. This is 5.5% ABV, so it is sessionable. Although considering the flavor profile, you may want to pace yourself, because with strong flavored beers, unless you have a propensity to really like to drink a lot of them back to back, pace yourself. And this was, again, Lion's Tail is where? I forget. Oh, Neenah, Wisconsin. It says here, Lion's Tail is an award-winning brewery and tap room and in downtown Neenah and midtown Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. 2 locations, so that's a good sign. As long as they don't get too big, because some beers, when they go from from craft beer to microbrew and then up to macro, then they start losing their character in some cases, and the flavor's not as good. So hopefully, since it sounds like they're growing, but hopefully they don't get so big that they lose sight of what made them good, is what I'm saying. We create over 70 new releases every year. Wow. Truly something for everyone. And yes, this is a redo of a video. I was not pleased with the way that video came out. So, as I do, I don't script anything, but if I play a video back and I don't like the way it went, I scrap it and start over. While I did wax poetic, I ended up being rather rude. Manners are important. Okay, we have Left Hand Brewing, Wake Up Dead Imperial Stout. And again, I can't make this my motto because they coined it, but that's basically the philosophy for what we drink on here. Sometimes you're not in the mood for what everyone else is having. So I try to find unique things, spooky or not. We started with the spooky and expanded from there into the unique. All right. I can smell the cardamom. And a hint of the maple. It's a good thing I'm redoing this. My sinuses are a little more clear than the last time I did this. As I've said before, I caught some kind of bug, probably a cold, maybe worse. Sinus infection also, actually. Upper respiratory infection, definitely. And that hit like a ton of bricks, as I said. Possibly in one of the videos that I'm not uploading. Yeah, it hit like a ton of bricks. You know how that goes. It's like work is stressful, and then people come to work sick because they don't have any choice but to work sick. So you're catching things at work, and then you're doing a normal day at work, and everything seems to be going okay, and then blam. And then all of a sudden, things just sort of fall apart, and your body just goes, oh my gosh. And then, yeah, I am convinced that that does have a bearing on your immune system a bit if you're stressed or anxious. Yeah, it'll hit you harder, and it did. It hit me hard. And all that first week, I was out of work, and into this week, I was pretty darn sick. It was like And it did come to a head over the weekend. The fever broke and my sinus infection cleared up. My chest is not as gunky, but I'm still tired and a little bit shaky, still puffy. That's going to take a while to go down. Um, I'm on the mend, but I'm feeling really drained. Physically, mentally, emotionally, just drained. So hopefully by the time I do get a job and can get an in-person interview or something, I'll have my energy back and I won't look lackluster. So anyway, I was going somewhere with that. Yeah, I'm in slightly better health basically than when I originally recorded this video. hmm And I can definitely I can taste the maple and the cardamom mixed together. Mm. They're not calling it a dessert beer, but I think I would call this a dessert beer. Drew, you might like this one. I don't know if you can get it in Canada, and I can't afford to send it to you, but if somebody can send it to you, you need to try this. Same for Louisiana Beer Reviews and any of the other beer reviewers that also subscribe to my channel and I subscribe to theirs. If you can find this one, give it a try. How does this compare? I've been looking at my row of cans, my 99 beers, plus odd non-beers. And the first thing that caught my eye was the maple cookie. How does this compare to maple cookie? Honestly, I can't compare the two. It's apples and oranges. But we've done maple beers on here before. And they're all slightly different, just like all the pumpkin are slightly different from each other. And all the spiced ones, all the chocolate ones, all the coffee ones are all different. It depends on the type of maple or the type of, you get it, fill in the blank. It depends on the varieties used. Each one's unique and special in its own way. You can compare them flavor wise. I like this as much as the maple cookie. I can't say I like it better because they're two different things, but I would put it equal, definitely equal. And if you're a breakfast beer person, sure, this would be good for breakfast if you drink beer for breakfast. In fact, this puts me in mind um, of wanting pancakes with maple syrup with cardamom sprinkled on top. Never had that before, but sounds good. So perhaps you could have it with a brunch. With dinner, I'm not sure. With a meal, I'm not sure what you would pair it with. That's up to your individual palate. Um, a lot of people eat venison out here. Maybe it would be good with that. I have no clue. So it might pair well with meat of some sort. Um, but again, it's one of those things. It's good, but it's not overpowering. You don't want to overpower this. Whatever you pair it with, if you do have it with food, make sure it's complementary. They work well together. They complement each other. They don't drown each other out. You don't want them to cancel each other, and you don't want one to overpower the other. You just want to be able to taste this and taste whatever you're eating and have it blend together and just really be a nice combination. Is it sessionable? Yes, it's a low ABV. You could put this in a mixed flight. Say you have a bunch of maple beers. Maybe you have some maple cookie. You have this, and like I said, we may or may not have done other maple beers on here. Those are the two. This one and then that one just popped up because I can see it in my line of sight on my rack there on my shelf. Yeah, that would be fun. If you do again, mixed flights are fun. I've never done one, but it would be fun to do. Um, of different flavors. And I have bought mixed flights from different stores, like mixed six packs, but I don't sit down and drink them all together. I do them individually because the ones I put in a mixed pack are because of their individual flavors, and I intend on reviewing them individually. But if I had a monster friend to do this with, then definitely we could put them together in by flavor profile and do a comparison. That would be fun to do sometime. If somebody ever came over to my place and I had the funds, I would love to do it. Maybe it's a thing to do on my bucket list, other than buy a bucket and kick it. I am way off topic. But anyway, yes, good would be good in a mixed flight of, well, if in a flight of different types of maple, or you can mix it up with other similar things as well. I guess would be a mixed flight, like other breakfast themed beers, maybe other spice beers as well. However you want to do it, there's like the sky's the limit. Your imagination is the limit. I've made suggestions before, but you don't have to go with my suggestions. You can try them, or you can come up with your own ideas. On that note, this is definitely a hit. I would buy it again, but not right away, because with a beer like this, it's a distinct flavor. I want to give my mouth a rest. I'm not going to drink a bunch of it and then get tired of it. I'm going to come back to it maybe at some point. Maybe I'll revisit it in another video months down the road, maybe even years if they're still around. But it is a hit, but I'm not going to want to drink it every day. Again, it's Lion's Tail, and what is it? Nina and Wauwatosa, right? Yeah, it's brewed and canned in Nina. Oh, their brewery and brewery and tap room. Okay, they have tap rooms in Wauwatosa and Nina, but they bottle in. Oh, can in Nina. So if you're in the area, go to one of their tap rooms, get it fresh. And yes, their link is lionstailbrewing.com. Sometimes I remember to add those in the description. I've been forgetting a lot lately. I've had a lot on my mind. I will try to remember to put that in the description, or maybe I'll put it in the comment later. We'll see. So, again, give it a try. If you like these long, rambly videos where I just go off on a tangent, hit the thumbs up if you want to subscribe to this random nonsense with my hair with a mind of its own, which is basically I got two hairstyles coexisting because the mohawk is running rampant because I'm trying to even it out, and also, yeah, considering getting another job, taming the mohawk for now is a good idea. Anyway, type videos. Hit the bell once if you want notifications as to what random nonsense I'm going to do next. I've sort of evolved from outfits of the day and so on to mainly hauls and reviews. Hit that bell a second time. And if you want to see some of my older videos where I was a little bit more versatile, a little bit more versatile, more diverse, I have a long list. Thousands of videos at this point. I was trying to do them every day. I go from either every other day to every day. And well, originally it was once a week to either one or more times a week. We'll just leave it at that. One or more times a week, depending on my schedule, my income, my mood, what's going on. There will be at least one video every week. And if you don't see a video for a week, don't worry. There was a bump in the road somewhere and I had to step back for a second. But usually if things like that happen, I will try to let you know. So there we have it. And also feel free to comment, but please keep it civil. And as always, drac responsibly. Give the designated Dracula a chance to imbibe if they wish. Vampires, please remember your 100 SPF and your large parasol at all times so you don't dissolve into a pile of ash. Well, disintegrate, actually. And please take care of all of the monsters the list kept growing, so I had to limit myself. I would be here all day. But please look out for each other, especially the ones that are changing form. And there are other groups that are having difficulties as well. So please respect, protect. Ah! Almost accidentally created a new word. So please take care of each other and let each other know that you're loved, protected, and respected. And if you don't have a family, we'll be your family. Found family is good. I've have found family online and where I'm relocated to that have helped me at times when my regular family didn't. So that's important. And also, we need to take care of, look out for, protect the bunnies and their families because they really aren't safe. So help them as well. And oh yes, like I said, the monsters that are changing shape, they deserve to be able to finish and develop into their final form. That's all I have right now. I love all of you very much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.